I made a poll and it turns out a lot of you wants to see this abomination. I started with the model, which was from the previous game, although I made another variation. The model when the user was still alive, which is just the previous model but more human-like.
Bruh.
What the hell?
The first skill is a simple dash move, along with some circular slashes and wind particles. It deals mediocre damage and doesn't extend that far. Peak balancing for real. The next skill is a ground smash. Using the ground smash particles I made some time ago, I added some red particles and it's basically done. For the animations, I am just reusing some of the previous animations I have, for productivity of course. Now the moves are simple, since I plan to make the second phase even better, both visually and gameplay wise. Alright, for the third skill, it's an arm extending slice, where your stand extends his arm and slices forward. Yeah, kinda mid, not gonna lie. As for the last skill for phase 1, it's just a reskin of the second skill, but slightly larger, and different sound effects. I also made it dash you a bit forward for variation. But it's practically just the second skill but slightly better.
I am better.
Now it's time to make the second phase. But first, I'll have to script the player going into second phase after that. And I have no idea how to do that, so I'll just blindly script until something happens.
What the dog do?
And of course, as every blind scripting goes, bugs appear. Bugs such as the scripts giving up, the model giving up, and me giving up. Not gonna lie, this took me more than an hour to make since I absolutely suck at coding. Now up next, I did the animations for Notorious Big, which was basically just crawling around. But as for the idle animations, yeah, it's definitely bugging. This is sus. Anyway, the first skill will be an arm extend. So for that, I made a weird arm thing using a bunch of balls and a hand mesh. So then I unioned it and my studio froze. And when I thought I did it, it bugged. Although I fixed it fairly easily since it was a small issue. Although the skill still felt underwhelming for a second phase move, and I figured it was because the animation was mid. So I remade it. Well, it's still as mid as before. The next skill is a slash barrage, made up of more scuff particles and subpar animations. It does continuous damage to whoever you hit. You can also move freely while using the skill. Next up is another arm extending skill, but this time we'll need a tentacle mesh. We then do the same thing and weld it to the player and add some small effects. The arm extends straight in front of the player. And for the final skill, I got a bit lazy and just copy-pasted the dash move from the first phase. Anyway, to obtain this stand, you'll need to complete a quest line. To start it, you'll talk with this guy near the spawn.
Here I come. Here I come.
Then blah blah blah, enter a hole. Talk to people. Do a thing and bam. Fight a Walmart buff Kakyoin, although not really fight it. You'll just have to survive in this room for 250 seconds. So you'll have to do a lot of running. Anyway, this quest gives you one of the items you'll need to get this stand. The other item is from a quest near a tower. Then after obtaining all the necessary items, you can trade it to the cage trader NPC and you got the stand. That's it.